Now from the home of the Rays, Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. Rays baseball is next. Kazuhito Wada gets the ball for the Rays in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, his last start wasn't a particularly good one, and he was rattled around a little bit. Couldn't get through the 4th inning. He's going to have to look to rebound here. He's going to need much better stuff than he took to the mound in his last start.
Ready now for Baltimore, Melvin Fontaine. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. Grubb over to his left. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. 0-0. Tampa Bay coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Stepping up to the plate, Joel Grubb. He was 1 for 3 in the ball game back on Sunday. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. Play ball to second. 4. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Ready for another chance? Lamont McKenzie. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers. Hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And there he goes towards second. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And that's the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Melvin Fontaine. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And you see the total there as the Orioles currently lead the AL in that department. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that will be ruled a strike. From the belt, the pitch. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
So digging in now, Teddy Monticelli. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Hunt stands at first with 1 out. Down the line. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. The throw to third. The tag, and they got him at third. What a throw. Digging in to try it again, Steven Gonzalez. He singled his last time up.
Steven Gonzalez.
Here comes the 0-1. Put in play to the right side of the infield. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa. They trail it here 2-0. Ready for another shot now. Melvin Fontaine. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. Hunt has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. In now for the O's, Melvin Fontaine. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here's a look over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First offering on its way. A little bouncer. Palacios, the runner at first with 2 gone. High pop up. Minton will put this one away, and the side is retired. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. It is stretch time here in Tampa. We'll stretch with them. The Orioles lead it 5-2. Striding in once again, Rob Hunt.
Now batting, center fielder, Rob Hunt.
Towards second. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
And leading off for the Rays, second baseman.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Fontaine moving to throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Baltimore Orioles used a 3-run 7th to help propel them to the win. Jeff Hoffman earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Carson Fulmer earns the save out of the bullpen, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Wednesday night baseball from Tropicana Field here in St. Pete. Tonight, the 2nd of 3 to start the week between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Chris Cruz, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that can hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Second baseman, Melvin Fontaine.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock. Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Freddie Schuler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. He swings and misses. Throw down. Oh, but he thought better of it as he aborted the steal attempt and headed back to first. 0-2 count and the pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. One left for the Orioles. O's nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. Settling in now, Junior Gale. He'll get to take his first cuts here. One out, nobody on. Out towards second. Fountain takes it in. On to first, and there were 2 down. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Melvin Fontaine, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. One and 2 now as this catches the outer half. Palacios at second. Madsen on at first with 2 down. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Orioles strand a couple. They're down 1-0. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cesar Gonzalez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The inning as it's sent out to second. Fountain fields. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They're up 2-0. Digging in once again, Melvin Fontaine. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
This is line to left. Gale is there, and he has it for the out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Ready once again, Melvin Fontaine.
Second baseman, Melvin Fontaine.
Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Now here's the pitch. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
1-2-3 go the Orioles. They trail it 4-1.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. Tampa Bay jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chris Cruz earns his first win of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
For the July.
Afternoon baseball now from the Gulf Coast of Florida. Tropicana Field here in St. Pete. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Tampa Bay Rays. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Jose De Leon, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Melvin Fontaine.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
So, he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now, I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. 0-0. Tampa Bay coming up. Major League Baseball is on the show. In now, Melvin Fontaine. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
One pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Freddie Schuler. He reached on a single in his first try.
Schuler.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. He loses him on ball 4.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
Into the box now, Carson Banks. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Chopped weakly to the left. Scooped up. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Digging in now, Bob Drysdale. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Drysdale.
Hit hard on the ground at first. Taken in by Castellanos. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. But one's all they get as the run scores.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Rob Hunt. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Rob Hunt.
Fastball is hit on the ground towards short. He's got it on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the one. They trail things here 2-0. Up next for the Rays, Peter Minton. His batter-pitcher line against Jamison Tyone. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. On to first, the double play.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Stepping into the box, Melvin Fontaine. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Now starting to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. Now here it comes. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make it.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Peter Minton. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. The set and the 2-1 pitch. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? Back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Striding in to start the 9th, Melvin Fontaine, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Now the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Obviously looking to pull the baseball right there, out in front on that off-speed pitch. This will be an interesting sequence right here to see if he slows him down even more or tries to run a heater by him.
Hard on the ground towards short. Scooped up on the backhand. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on. Throw won't get him.
Well, you can't fault the effort by the first baseman there. He did his best to make the save, stretching to his backhand side. He just can't quite close the glove on it, so it'll go down as a throwing error.
Stepping in, Freddie Schuler.
Now batting, left fielder, Freddie
Fountain stands
Schuler.
at second with no outs. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Now in the box, Carson
Now
Banks.
Right fielder, Carson Banks.
Three-two pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
So coming to the plate, Bob Drysdale, runner in scoring position with Sugan. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. Orioles leave one. They lead it 2-1. Ready now, Joel Grubb. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. McKenzie gets his lead at first, nobody out. On the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up. You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Baltimore took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Jamison Taillon earns the win, his second. Jose De Leon pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Carson Fulmer records the save, his 6th. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
A player is addressed about a troubling trend in his plate performance of late. The coach advocates a more disciplined approach.